Hi, welcome to RE Technology Tech Tuesday. Every week we will bringing you some information on technology, social media, and more, answering questions that you have, and helping you have a better understanding of what's going on in the real estate technology world or the technology world in general. I'm Maya Paveza, and I will be your host. Today we're going to start with a couple of questions we have. The first question was about hashtags on Twitter. Can you create any hashtag you want? Or is there a place you can go to find hashtags to use? And what is a hashtag? A hashtag, hash is really, I think, in Great Britain, they refer to the pound sign as the hash. So it's a hashtag. So any words or series of words or shortened term for a conference will be preceded by a hash. So perhaps it would be hash RE technology. That becomes a hashtag. So you're tagging a message or a tweet on Twitter with the hash and the word. So it basically makes it easier to search later. So that when you go to search.twitter.com, perhaps you've just attended an RE Technology event or your local MLS has had an event, you can search specifically for that. So you can hopefully find all of the conversations and messages relating to it aggregated under the one hashtag. What's beautiful about that is that most of the social platforms such as Hootsuite and TweetDeck and Seismic allow you to do searches with the hashtag so that you can almost have a column right on your screen with that information freely flowing. The best part of it is if you can't make an event, so many people are live tweeting these days that you can get a lot of great information from it, whether it's an MLS event, a real estate technology event, a real estate conference, whatever the case may be. Following a hashtag can allow you to almost be at the event. As far as creating a hashtag, a lot of people will just use whatever they want. I sometimes will just create my own based on a situation to be witty and amusing. A lot of people like the just saying hashtag. So using the hash and a word is what your hashtag is. Now, a good site that I found is tagdef.com. That's tagdef.com. It seems to be pretty up to date, pulling information from people that are using it. A hashtag too is something that you can create to help sort of service your community. And remember, as a real estate agent in the space, you want to provide a valuable service to your geographical farm. So maybe creating a hashtag for your community. In Delaware, we have hash NetDE, which means Network Delaware. So the Delaware NetDE hashtag is actually pretty commonly used now and adopted almost statewide. So people know if they want to reach the largest audience asking a question or seeking information, they put the NetDE hashtag on it, and guess what? You get a lot more answers. So it's just a really useful way to help organize this gigantic space that is Twitter. Twitter search is great too, but one thing you have to remember is if you're searching something with a hash in front of it, searching a specific hashtag, there may be people that aren't using the hashtag but are still referencing the event. So by using the hash and the word, you're limiting the results to only those instances. If you search the word, say it's hash RE technology, you're only going to see the hashtag. If you just go RE technology, you're going to see any references, including the hashtags. Now, I was at a conference last summer called The Audience, and the hashtag was hashtag audience. Well, don't really want to just search the word audience because it really ended up with a flood of information that was far more than anybody wanted. So, determining a hashtag that you're going to use for an event or for marketing or other information is a great thing to start before the event happens and to make sure that those attending or involved are aware of what hashtag they should be using. It's just helpful and useful. So the next question we have is about StumbleUpon, and it is, what do you think about StumbleUpon? Does it have a role in real estate? There are two sides to StumbleUpon. The first I'll address is the sort of the sharing side. Um, as an agent, you want to get your information out there. That's what helps build your, we'll just say placement on Google. I'm not going to get into SEO because I talk about it and other people are, what? So the more information you have out there relating to your business, the higher you will come up on searches for that geographical area, business, and such. So sharing your information on StumbleUpon, promoting it that way, that can be very positive for you. Asking other people to promote it, that's helpful. Um, how useful is it? Well, from the user perspective, I think that StumbleUpon is a little cumbersome for those of us that don't have time to really play around online. And I mean in the way that it's serving suggestions to you. Um, it's almost just as quick to perhaps use a hashtag and go on Twitter and ask people to suggest something. But as an agent, you're always looking for new information to share with your community. What's going on in rates, what's going on in the short sale market, foreclosures, shadow inventory, things like that. So, spend some time and explore it and determine if it works for you. It may be the greatest thing ever for you. You might want to also maybe check out Quora, where you have the opportunity to promote your expertise. And Quora is Quora.com. That's another option. Now, we had a comment from Sandy Pond, and thank you very much, Sandy, about Facebook groups. Now, everybody may not be aware, you can now create private Facebook groups or small groups of people that you've selected, and it can be public and discoverable, it can be private. The downside, what are you sharing and who you're sharing it with. So Sandy writes, if your fellow agent sends you a write-up on their open house and you like it or write a comment, you will publicize that to everyone who is a friend. You might want to make a choice on each one about whether you do that. I also think if you group your friends, anyone in that group will start getting any post any group member sends you. I don't want to sound crazy, but I have a lot of fellow agents as my friends, but I don't want to do their work for them. It's an interesting perspective, and we are all very protective of our business and our farms. The reality is this, the nature of the social spaces is about sharing and promoting others. So the more you do that, the more respect and influence you have in the social spaces. It's not really what we're used to in this industry in the 80s and days before the MLS, when we were all kind of showing and having our own private listings. We're all now cooperative agents. So that translates to the social spaces as well. And I think that what you just have to worry more about is how are you portraying yourself to your audience? What information are you sharing? Are you keeping it positive? Are you remembering your professional standards and the rules that we live by as real estate licensees, brokers, or realtors? So more importantly, I wouldn't worry so much about helping promote others, because that's really the whole goal of the social media spaces, is you want to promote other people so that they in turn will promote you. So hey, next time that you share one of your friends' open houses, your client might see it and decide they want to go. Guess what? Might sell. And there you go. You just got business. So be willing to share, promote others, and keep it positive. That's what social media is all about, the social media prospecting tool we have to add to our business. So thanks so much. I'm Maya Paveza from thehiproof.com for RE Technology Tech Tuesday. Please join me again next week. See, look, real estate business, it happens. Please join me again next Tuesday for more tech tips. And if you have any questions, submit them and we'll be happy to answer them. Thanks and have a great Tuesday.